Now, before I go any further, this is like just between you and me and the family, right?
Bitters boys back, our first drink with bitters.
So before we decode and decipher the hidden meaning on those posters. Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2026 update. We got the food menus that have now dropped, so we can do the whole rundown about all the different food. But on that note, it's time to talk about the Halloween Horror Nights during the day. We're gonna go back to HHN 2006 Sweet 16. So on that note, let's roll the classic commercial.
Turn 16. 4 of the most horrifying figures return to Universal Studios for a Halloween homecoming you won't want to miss. Come, celebrate the nightmare. Halloween Horror Nights hotel and ticket packages start at just $79. Spend the night and see if you can handle 4 times the fear. To book your package, call now or visit HalloweenHorrorNights.com.
Okay, welcome back. Still have not painted, so the rumor is they might have the medallion not up there, but someplace else in the front. They gotta paint. It's getting there, I hope.
Now just remember, we are
7 days
away from opening night of Halloween Horror Nights 2026. The Unmasking the Horror Tour has started. We're not doing it today. I like to wait to walk through the houses first. I don't want anything spoiled for me, but I'll show you where you check in if you are doing the early preview for the Unmasking the Horror Tour. This is where you enter into the park. If you're doing the Unmasking the Horror Tour, you're going to want to come right over here to the VIP check-in, and this is where you will check in for the Unmasking the Horror Tour.
Unmasking the Horror Tour is worth every single penny. You spend about an hour inside each one of those houses. You truly get to appreciate the craftsmanship and the love and care that the teams put into those houses. So we'll do it when we get back from our HHN Hollywood trip. I cannot wait because it like changes your entire perspective of the houses. We will be doing the 3-house tour and then the 6-house tour. And then we're gonna be trying to do the HHN Hollywood Unmasking the Horror Tour. That's only 2 houses. That would be for our Not Scary Farm trip. So we're trying to figure everything out, but we haven't locked in for at least the 3-house and the 6-house tour for Orlando.
We've made it inside. The one thing I'm noticing now is, you know, we saw the bordering around the Tribute Store facade banner. It has kind of similar bordering with kind of the very curved edges, but there's like the creatures' faces inside the border for the Tribute Store. Over here we do have some tickets. We have some tickets over here. They're all dirty and grimy. There's not going to be a performer in there, but there will be a sound effect because we know there's a massive speaker we can see inside there. They're still refurbing the wait time sign, it looks like. Good morning, Krusty Lip Clown. We got some updates next to Glizzy Fly. They got some cigarettes put in the ashtray. A little Mardi Gras baby has been installed guarding, I guess, backstage. So there's a little baby there now. Looks like all the stages are done. I don't think there's any more details that are gonna be added.
Even though HHN will start in a couple days, that's just the start of our haunt and HHN season. We get to review all the food. We get to talk about all the different Easter eggs and backstories and lore once the event opens. And then I always do a deep dive into every single scare zone. So there's so much HHN Orlando content coming. So don't worry, I don't stop after opening day. I keep going till the final day. And then we start the HHN 2027 updates.
Over here by the Sinner's Food booth, we get our first look at tonight's big hits. We have Annie's Juke Joint Catfish and Grits, crispy catfish with low country grits, crunchy garlic, and a side of Tabasco. Then there'll be Cho's Southern Barbecue Egg Rolls, barbecue pulled pork with cabbage and a crispy egg roll, pecan and whiskey bread pudding, warm bread pudding with a pecan and whiskey caramel sauce, and then to drink there'll be the Slide Guitar Smash, corn whiskey, lemon juice, ginger syrup, simple syrup with a mint essence, and then on draft you'll have the special HHN beer, all ale, the Pumpkin Lord. So let's go head into Four Nightmares, see what's going on. Has anything changed? They've added some more foliage or plants around. So we saw the corn stalks, and then we saw this pop up yesterday, and now they've added this to kind of blend everything in together. So this plant got added, that plant got added, and those plants in front of the corn have been added since last night. Same thing over here. We got the plant there, the plants there, kind of blending all the hay bales and corn in. So it looks a little more natural and blends in with the foliage behind. Same thing here. More plants have been added to blend everything in. And then also over here with the gold bricks and the corn. And then right over here, more plants. And then more plants have been added to blend in the crates with the speakers. So next to the pumpkins and the crates, we got more plants. And then also over here, more plants have been installed to blend everything in. And then right here again, more plants. Not the most exciting update here in the scare zone, but it's an update. We got some signage up, Fort Nightmares. So this is going to be on that stage you'll see before you enter in to the scare zone. No bus yet, but we got some signage. We did get the menu over here. So we have the Fritos walking tacos, beef with Tostitos, cheese sauce, lettuce, a sour cream. Then there's gonna be the vegan walking taco with a vegan chili, shredded cheese lettuce with a vegan sour cream. Then there's also the beverages. So we're gonna have Eddie's Revenge and Old Forester bourbon, blue curacao, blackberry syrup with lemonade, then the Howling Storm, Bacardi rum, Myers dark rum, passion fruit syrup with lemonade, then the Phantom Punch, a New Amsterdam vodka, more vodka, lemon, triple sec, lime juice, cranberry juice with a dragon fruit syrup. And then down here we got the Clowntown cider, and it looks like there's a couple different drinks. So you're gonna have the Maniac mix with Jack on it, the Oddfellows elixir with Oddfellow, and then the Carnival, which is gonna be an ale. You'll have the food here, and then the drinks will be located right over there. The menus have also been installed for the Hellraiser food booth, so let's see what they have. So they're gonna have the Pinhead's skin and meatballs, torn pasta, spicy pork with beef chunks with marinara, and then down here we're gonna have the skin and chips nachos, crispy pork rinds served with Tostitos cheese sauce, and Jack Link's pepper jerky. And then down here, the Pleasure and Pain Brain, a brain crusted with ripped teeth and skin vanilla cake pieces and strawberry sauce. And then for the drink, we're gonna have the Cinnabites Kiss. You're gonna have tequila, lemon juice, lime juice, huckleberry syrup with a liquid heat bitters. Oh God, let's return Bitters Boys back. Our first drink with bitters, no. So then over here in Springfield, this is where you'll enter into Invasion Alien Abduction. Now normally the poster is a little bit bigger, but I feel like the warning signs are a little too big. I feel like I'd rather see bigger signage of the house than all the warning signs.
Let's see what changes have happened with the claw. Well, we'll start talking about HR Blood and Guts. You can see them adding distressing on the front facade. They're painting right now. All right, so with the shed, they've added some sort of framing around it. And then off to the right, we can see through the shed, there's a light that's been installed right there next to the truck. And then the ramps are also set up for people to enter into the house. But let's get the wide angle shot so we can see what's going on with the claw. They're actively working on the claw. We can see another tentacle coming around the other end, like a tentacle claw. So there's two of them coming around the barn.
Looks like the Fanta booth has also put up their menus. This is the only different one. The Pineapple Tilt-A-Whirl, Bacardi rum, cupcake syrup, coconut milk with Fanta pineapple. We already saw the Phantom drink and talked about that, and the same drinks. Who thought it was a good idea to make the logo that small? Like, it's gonna be dark out, people are gonna be drunk, there's gonna be crowds. How are you gonna spot that? All right, even from here, my eyes really can't see it. So you gotta literally come up to right here. All right, Universal, you need to switch this immediately. This cannot be this small. Make the warning labels smaller. I know legal wants you to probably have it that big, but no one can see what house this is. And there's no more physical maps. This needs to be switched immediately. This is where the entrance to HR Blood and Guts is gonna be, over here by Men in Black. So then over here, this is gonna be the entrance to Sinners. At least this signage is bigger than the other one, but there's no warning signs. So why are we able to do a big sign like that without warning signs? So then next to Sinners is gonna be where the entrance to Hellraiser is. So those back tents is gonna be Hellraiser and Sinners. They've also started to set up the queue for Nightmare Fuel. And we got the TVs above the warning signs. Over by Eddie Schmidt's Draft Wagon. Let's see what's different. So we've already seen the Phantom Punch, beers on tap. Okay, so you got the Clowntown Cider, the All Ale, the Pumpkin Lord, Zombie Killer, Florida Avenue, Hazy IPA, say Mitch Toberfest, and then Awake Coffee Blonde. And then you have the other canned drinks. Then over here, again, we're gonna have that Phantom Punch, but they also have premium cocktails. You can make the same stuff on draft, same cans, and then a Freak Show wine. So that's a little different. So over by the Stranger Things booth, the menu has also been installed. So you're gonna have L's Battery Jerky, a creamy mac and cheese with garlic bread, battery jerky pieces, the upside down chicken and waffles, cheese and potato waffle with crispy chicken bites, sriracha aioli with chopped chives, and then Steve's smuggled peanut butter bites, smuggled chocolate covered peanut butter snack. And then for the drink, you're gonna have Hopper's Recharger, vodka, mandarin orange, yuzu juice, Powerade, lemon lime with Monster Energy Zero Ultra. And then right next door for Meats, we got the menu also. So they're gonna have the bloody bones, smoked and charred barbecue ribs with crispy jalapeno bits, then torn to shreds pork sandwich, barbecue pork, and shredded pork shoulder with a jalapeno slaw with a pretzel roll. And then to drink, there's gonna be the Meats Bloody Limeade, a bloody gin, misguided spirits gin, lime juice, and simple syrup. I don't see the Aussie drink menu signage up. You can see all the managers over there. And then over here in Club Horror, all the pumpkins are still missing. Again, there were pumpkins around each one of the bases of the truss. They're all gone now. They got the queue set up for the Club Horror bar. Let's see what different drinks they have. That looks about the exact same. Premium cocktails, Phantom Punch at every single booth, but this one's new. The Caramel Apple Splash Punch, Bacardi Superior Rum, Granny Smith Apple Syrup, caramel syrup with lemonade. Right, so your menu's not out yet, but
no,
there is a special off-menu drink.
Now, before I go any further, this is like just between you and me and the family, right?
Yeah, no one else is gonna know.
No one's gonna know.
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek, but don't tell no one, okay?
Okay, so they'll be able to purchase this during HHN.
Yes. So we got a little thing called Shot 35. Now, if you can't figure out why it's called Shot 35, then you're watching the wrong video. What it's gonna be is a nice Tito's-based shooter. Gotta get that vodka in there. Now we're gonna come behind it with a little magic. A little stone fruit syrup. Now, if you don't know what stone fruit is, it's a nice peach, nectarine, apricot syrup. It's delicious. Sour for sweetness. A little blood in the water. Because you always have to have blood here at Shake. So now this is a super secret off menu. You have to know somebody to know about it. Shot 35 available HHN this year. On alcohol. All right,
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Give me the good news. Give me the bad news. I'm nervous, man.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's refreshing. It's sweet. It's a shot. It'll get the job done. It's a 10 out of 10.
It's a must.
Woo! Let's go, baby.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you in the vlog.
So then the portal over by Fast and Furious is going to be Cybergoria. This is where you'll enter in. But this just feels like the traditional kind of portal with the signage. But it is powered up. Yesterday it was not powered up, but we got power to it now. Comes down there, goes along the curb, goes all the way along the curb, and then pops up, goes underneath the guard dog, and then goes along all the way back there along the fencing. You can see it running along the sidewalk right there, and then it's going to end up backstage. So it's powered up from back there to right there. So then over here, we have a new special drink at the Phantom Bar over here. Again, we have the Phantom Punch, but the other one is going to be the Orange Bumper Car Blast. New Amsterdam vodka, vanilla cream syrup, coconut milk with Fanta Orange. We got some updates with the stage over here. So they've added some lanterns to the right of it, and then also the left of it. So we know this element will move. You can see the motor back there. And then also this is going to go up and down. We just don't know if it's going to spin or if it's going to go up and down, but you can also see the motor right through the crack right there. I think it's going to go like this. I think that's what it's going to do. And then right here, looks like they've covered up the speakers, and then also they've added 2 lanterns to the side of the wagon. One right there, and then one right there. So subtle little details got added. You can see culinary starting to get ready to serve some food. So let's see what food they're going to be serving back here. At Funny Fair, we're going to have the Twisted Philly. So it's going to be a Philly cheesesteak stromboli topped with spicy Italian peppers, onions, and cheese sauce, and then the fried PB&J bite, battered strawberry PB&J, powdered sugar, and strawberry jam. And then for the beverage, we're gonna have the Phantom Punch, another one. A lot of Phantom Punches, but they are gonna have the Lucky Ticket Lemonade, Minute Maid Lemonade with a raspberry jam. And then right over here, we got some new tribute store signage. Look at this. Sideshow Obscura, See Live, tribute to the macabre in the bazaar. We got more of that mystery lettering. Okay, we know what it says on the mouth. Okay, now we can translate it. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. We gotta come up with a decoder now. All right, witness the greatest collection of oddities and curiosities. See him, Ulrich, the monster tamer, in the pit, a fierce, single-handed battle of the most dangerous otherworldly beasts known to man. Will you escape? Damus, Davoli, meet the mystic fortune teller, Madame Basil. See these and many more only at the Sideshow Obscura, located at the historic Einstein & Co. Fairground. It's going to be the Mummy Extended Queue. Address, August 24th through November 1st. All right, same thing over here by the pet shop. Another one of the tribute store posters. Again, okay, so we're going to have to figure out what this says. So nothing new in Boris's office, but we did get that weird mystery lettering on that piece of paper in here. So let's decode that once we figure out what it says. Inside the film vault, looks like they've also gotten HHN merch, but I have not seen this hoodie yet, where the hood is a shark head. So for $70, here's the hoodie. Now it says Jaws on the front, then on the back you have Bruce, and then the hood has Bruce's head on it. And then $55, here's some Jaws overalls. So you have Bruce right there in the main pocket, it says Jaws down there. And then It says Jaws 50 and then Amity Island on a patch. $65 for this new Her Universe hoodie. So it looks like Bruce kind of chomped you at your waistline. That's why it's all kind of like frayed as if your intestines are coming out, but it has the Jaws logo, and then on the back, nothing. And then $35 for the new Jaws tank top. We got the menus for Jack and Oddfellows booth. So it's feeding schedule. We're gonna have Death bringing tempura shrimp, crispy shrimp tempura, rolled in sriracha mayo with eel sauce. Then down here, the burnt sandu, crispy brioche stuffed with pastry cream with a burnt sugar crust, and then the same phantom drink everywhere. But it also looks like on this menu, they have the Carn Evil smashed tacos, smashed cheeseburger tacos with American cheese, shredded lettuce, pickles, secret sauce with toasted sesame seeds. They got a different drink. Oh God, it's returned. The Circus Peanut Forever. Tequila, lime juice, agave syrup, Free Brothers Black Walnut Bitters. Who asked for this to return? No one. So Jack Circus is gonna have the tacos and the peanut drink. Then over here for Oddfellows cart, you're gonna have the shrimp and then the sandu. Over here on the delicious ice cream cart, the ice cream's melted. They're trying to serve it up. They got some cotton candy back there. Back at the midway of the bazaar, some slight changes. Looks like clown torsos have been installed. It looks like clown heads will be screwed in tonight, it looks like. But they've added some more details to the little games right here. Oh, that is some nightmare fuel. Oh, look at that Chance ice cream cone up there. That is so creepy. So for Chance's Creamery, that's on top of the truck. This is wide open. Why is this wide open? Oh, they're working on stuff in there like a pump. Looks like they've added vine work all over the back of the Jack statue. Again, they want that 360 immersive environment. So they got vine work all over the back. Now on the stage here, we have a megaphone right there. And then a little bloody hatchet next to, probably looks like a head inside of a Target bag that was being used. But as we know, there's the giant Jack blender inside the blue tent. On the throne, they've continued Jack's polka dots. So will Jack be on the stage or will Chance be on the stage? We'll just have to wait and see, but polka dots have now been added to the chair, but then the vine work has continued all the way up. It's just looking so good. I cannot wait to see this all lit up during the nighttime. We got the poster, we got the poster. Okay. There's that lettering. There's the weird lettering up there. You see it? Okay, so we got to figure out the decoder and then we'll be able to translate that. We'll do that back when we get back to the office. But if you look up here, there's kind of the Cthulhu monster from Boris's comic book from years ago. You get the curator front and center. It says curated for your enjoyment. Tribute, Macabre, and the Bazaar. Over to the right, it says meet the mystic fortune teller, and then will you escape the Damus Diaboli? And then over here, witness the greatest collection of oddities and curiosities. It also says enter here, and then it's been unveiled so you can see the lights that are going to go all around the enter here. These are all going to illuminate.
Is that Jack the Clown?
All right, so right here it said I visited the Sideshow Obscura. All I got was this button. So we have a little tribute right there dressed up as a little clown. And then there's also some more popcorn paper right here. It'll be open for team member preview on the 24th, and 25th it'll be open for annual pass holders. On the crate, we can see all sorts of different graffiti on it, clown imagery for the jugglers. You got the outfit. Then when we come over here, we can see the portal. Again, Oddfellows bringing in everybody. The way they attached it is with leather. So it's not just like zip tied in there. Fits in with the same theming and aesthetic of that old-timey circus. We got another poster over here with some more mysterious lettering. Again, we got to figure this out when we get home. But Sideshow Obscura tribute to the Macabre and the Bazaar. I love the bordering behind it. Look at that like creepy monster devil guy looking at you, grabbing onto it. In the center we got the circus tent with the eyeballs off to the side. So it's all gonna be themed when you're walking out of the tribute store. We got a gory prop piece set up here. So we'll find out how this looks during HHN when they uncover it. But there's something gory underneath there. Over here by the pied victim, we have a net here. Oh, the clowns. We come down here. Oh, it's the collar. It's Pooh Bear. That's the farmer's dog from Killer Clowns. That's so sad. Then we got the signage right here. We've already kind of know what this is because they've marked it over there, but it's gonna be the entrance to Ozzy and then Madlands. This is where you'll enter into those houses. But over at this fancy cart, there is one different drink. So the Strawberry Scrambler, St. Augustine gin, lemon juice, lavender syrup, Seagram's Club soda with Fanta strawberry. Now over by the Oddfellow food booth, where he's like the devil for devilish delights, we're gonna have fried pickle spears with sriracha aioli, and then twisted tater chips, crunchy spiraled twisted potato chips with a ranch or vinegar seasoning. Those are not twisted taters, Universal. We want them on the stick. We don't want chips, we want them on the stick. And then over at the Death Tank, they've also revealed the menu. So we got Death by Cheese Stick, giant ham bread and mozzarella cheese stick with spicy marinara sauce. Then the Jack and Odd Dog, Nathan's all beef footlong hot dog with peppers, onions, Tostitos, cheese sauce, topped with flamin' hot Cheetos and an Oddfellow ube bun. And then this portal is gonna be for the Jack and Oddfellow house. Now they have set up the queue. The massive switchbacks have returned. So the entire queue has been set up now for Jack and Oddfellows. This thing is gonna be massive. This house is gonna be massive. I don't think you guys are ready for what you guys are gonna witness inside the house. It's gonna blow your mind.
We did get another update from Darren Scott. So Darren asked this, the hotels have activations once again. Then they said Delanova, Terra Luna at Epic Universe, those two hotels are joining the Halloween fun. They're gonna have overlays in their lobbies and bars. Our team is doing some music for their lobbies. They're also very sci-fi. Royal Pacific Resort is getting a new overlay with this monstery tiki bar vibe, which is cool. The Hard Rock is getting a unique, different overlay this year, still leaning into the zombie rock and roll, but it's spreading out and doing more at the Hard Rock. Cabana Bay, of course, will have its classic traditional pumpkins and traditional Halloween. All the hotels that have been activated before are going to have their activities, but then those two new hotels will join the fun.
We're in the main Universal shop. They did set up a new mannequin. So they're wearing like the Aussie headband with the Aussie shirt and then the Sinner's hat with then the Jack shirt. It's time to try our next HHN sweet treat.
So we got the Hellraiser puzzle cube.
I don't know how to get into it though. Like, how do we get into it? Oh, there we go. Okay. So use the bottom of the fork. Oh, it's hollow. What is in this thing? Is there like chocolate or just a hollow? Well, there's something in there. What the heck is that? Oh, that's chocolate. Oh, there's bones in there. Oh, look at this. There's like little candy bones inside there.
There's candy bones on the bottom, but it's literally just a chocolate cube. That's all it is. I'm gonna do like an 8 out of 10 on it. It's just like solid milk chocolate with some fun little like candy sugar bones on the inside. Fun design, decent taste of chocolate, but that's all it is. It's pretty much just pure chocolate. So if you want kind of a cube themed chocolate bar, that's what it is. But let's see what's changed at CityWalk.
Let's go head up to the Dead Coconut Club and see if there's been any changes. So we saw the fence and the Halloween decorations pop up last week, but now they've added stuff within this little area. So we can see a new fog machine right back there, right behind the grill, and then some more flowers that have been added over here. So this is kind of like you're outside, people are grilling, and then aliens are gonna abduct everybody up. Some fall trees have been added behind the seats back there. There is a brand new closed sign for the Dead Coconut Club. It's closed. Some new themed barricades have also appeared right here. It looks like a spaceship. So again, Universal City Walk invites you to experience the Dead Coconut Club Harvest on Wednesdays through Sundays during Halloween Horror Nights. Opens at 4 p.m. There's gonna be entertainment, exclusive food and drink offerings, free admission for all ages. Just some slight updates to the outside of the Coconut Club. Nothing too insane. We got a little construction update on Fat Ones. As you know, the CityWalk Hot Dog Hall of Fame closed. They've not redone the concrete yet. All the stadium seating is still here. The trash cans got moved slightly. I thought this was supposed to open this summer. When is this thing gonna open? They did take down the massive screen that would play baseball games. Let's see if there's anything new inside the Legacy store. It's been a while since we've been in here. All the little Boo merchandise has taken over the front. Every single mannequin has been turned into a Boo minion. They're all wearing the Boo swag. Oh, these are cool. $25. They're a little shoulder plush. A Bruce, so we can sit on your shoulder right with a magnetic plate. So many mystery boxes just chilling. No one wants the mystery boxes unless it's like the actual themed Universal Studios Park stuff, like the bag charms. People are buying all the bag charms. The Art the Clown ones, the Killer Clown ones, the HHN Icon ones. People want the exclusive mystery boxes you can only get here at Universal Studios. We have some new Universal Monster shirts. So these are going to be 2 for $50 or $30 each, but it says Happy Fall, y'all. Universal Epic Universe. And then you have Count Dracula right there with some fall leaves around him, and he's drinking a type O negative pumpkin spice drink. Pumpkin spice makes me feel alive. You see Frankenstein's monster drink a little pumpkin spice latte, it looks like. Looks like all the Halloween Horror Nights 35 merch is taken over CityWalk now at all the carts. $40. There's a new Demigorgon plush, but it says press stomach, try me. So what happens? Oh, that's good. And it makes a sound. We have some set dressing over here on top of a massive crate. So it's a bunch of different carnival items. You got stuff for jugglers. You got the classic Oddfellow Traveling Oddities poster we've seen for years now. We have a lantern up there with another Oddfellow poster with a massive chain. They got the new No Boo necklace, the Deathly Afraid necklace. There's a warning label on it. A scare-free evening, not guaranteed, not to be activated inside haunted houses. So this will not protect you inside haunted houses, only potentially in the scare zones. But it says never go alone, 35th anniversary, and then it'll illuminate. $42, we got the new iPhone cases. These are always cool because they have kind of a 3D element to it, but you have one for Ozzy Osbourne, then you got one for Sinners, one for Killer Clowns, and then one for Art the Clown, and then there's also AirPod cases, but the AirPod cases are only for Ozzy. There's also some more decorative elements here in the center. We have the same posters, but here's a bird cage with no bird in it. Where did the bird go? Same thing over here, you have another bird cage, but there's some bones in it. They've also started to add little flags along the lights here at CityWalk. But yeah, these new prop pieces appeared overnight. We have to show password. They'd like a word. We gotta figure out the password for the tribute store now. Back to the office we go.
Okay guys, we're back in the office. So before we decode and decipher the hidden meaning on those posters, we gotta talk about the new Universal shirt that just got released. So if you look closely, it is 100% designed by AI. This hand has 6 fingers, and the other one looks like it got shoved into a garbage disposal, and the shadings don't make sense on Dracula's face. Now, speaking about AI in theme parks, Knott's also pretty much created nothing but AI artwork on their Not Scary Farm shirt line. Someone posted this on Twitter. Not Scary Farm is so shameless, they straight up ran the official HHN Orlando 2026 shirt through AI for their own merch, LOL. They always clown on Orlando for doing similar ideas, but this is borderline theft. What the hell is going on behind the scenes? Chris Gardner, a wonderful artist at Universal Studios, made his artwork 100% from his imagination to concept to reality. It was all human-made art. Knott's just came in and stole it. So Chris Gardner, who designed the HHN artwork, said this: "All I gotta say is, whenever you see garbage AI art being sold in any form, call it out relentlessly. If not, it's going to continue showing up. I will never use it, and my people won't either." So Chris is confirming, again, that his team, the main Universal merchandise team, does not use AI art, but we do have these other shirts that have been released. It's sounding like this might be a third-party contractor who designed these shirts. Universal will do that sometimes. They'll hire a third party. So Universal, please stop working with third party. Please continue to work in-house where AI is not used for art. In good news, we do still have the designs that are made by humans, and we got this wonderful tribute store artwork. Okay, so when we compare the poster to the actual face that's in front of the tribute store currently, we can now decipher the lettering and we can get somewhat of the alphabet. Okay, this is where we are. We got the H, the E, the R, the S, the A, the C, and the T. So we have a couple of the letters now out of the alphabet. So then when we start looking at the banner above the tribute store, we really only get a couple letters on it. So we're gonna have to wait for the tribute store to open to uncover more of the alphabet. But I like that they're doing this. This is a fun little deep cut mystery. There's really no saying yet because we don't have the entire reveal yet. So guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. And if you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
I love the family!
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights around the country. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. It's literally just a chocolate cube.
It's time to try our next HHN.
Hooterade?